Hey, wrestling fans, Brian Crazy F and True Wrestling. Back at you with this week's SmackDown results for 2/4/2011. This is the first SmackDown after the Royal Rumble, and we have some big information to bring to you. We have found out what Booker T's new role in the WWE will be. We have found out that Booker T is now going to be a color commentator on SmackDown. The current lineup we're seeing now, I guess, is going to be Josh Matthews, Michael Cole, and Booker T. There was no striker this week, which was pretty surprising. I would think that, maybe Booker T would replace Cole because he's obviously shoring up the team. But WWE is so high on Michael Cole right now, I guess we're stuck seeing him on both shows. So, first things first, we'll move right into SmackDown for this week. We see Dolph Ziggler and Vicky Guerrero come out, and Vicky's talking about a World Heavyweight title match that'll happen later on. Kelly Kelly comes out and slaps Dolph Ziggler across the face. Then we see Michelle McCool and Layla come out and attack Kelly. And then Edge comes out and cleans house. So I don't know why Kelly's getting involved with this, but I guess she just wants to get involved with everything these days. I mean, Drew McIntyre, the situation with Edge, this Dolph Ziggler, Big Show. What doesn't Kelly involved in with these days? And then next things next, we see a non-title match. Um, we see the WWE Tag Team Champions Vladimir Kozlov and Santino Marella get beat by Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater. Next, we see Drew McIntyre go against Kofi Kingston in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. We see Alberto Del Rio hit on the big screen. He distracts Kofi, and Drew gets the win. So, is this going to be Alberto Del Rio's new angle from now into the build to WrestleMania? He's going to be kind of going after Kofi Kingston versus him going after Rey Mysterio. Seems like Rey Mysterio, from what I've read, has actually handpicked Dashing Cody Rhodes to be his opponent for the next few months. There was really no plans for Rey Mysterio on the table due to him having an ear infection and also a torn rotator cuff. So, yeah, I guess this is going to be what they're going to be doing with him for now. He really needs time off, but the WWE is not willing to grant it because they have such a small roster on SmackDown that without Mysterio, they're afraid that they're going to really be hurting. So, next we see. Another elimination qualifying match. Funny enough, Rey Mysterio versus Jack Swagger. We see Mysterio versus Swagger's ankle lock, which Swagger is a Kurt Angle copy if I've ever seen one myself. And he reverses that with head scissors and rolls him up for a win. Next, we see the World Heavyweight Champion Edge talking with Kelly. She says that Edge is just like Drew McIntyre and has no faith in her. And that's kind of what I was touching on before. I mean, what is this angle? Now she's going after Edge after going after Drew McIntyre a couple weeks back, and him kind of rejecting her because that's just the way he is. I honestly don't know what they're doing with this, but I guess only time will tell. Then we see Hornswoggle, Rosa Mendez, and Ricardo Rodriguez all come out. Odd pairing, but okay. And Ricardo announces Alberto Del Rio. Alberto comes out to celebrate his win at the Royal Rumble. He, for you guys that don't know, he eliminated Santino Marella to pick up the win in the 2011 Royal Rumble. We see Hornswoggle end up pinning Del Rio, but ends up getting attacked. Kofi comes out to make the save, but Del Rio gets him with the armbar. So they're really, really trying to push Del Rio towards WrestleMania. I've seen the push happening before, and it's just what superstar was seen not only on SmackDown and on Raw, and basically won every single one of the matches that he was booked in. I mean, if you didn't see it, I don't know how you couldn't. Um, then we see another Elimination Chamber qualifying match. We see Kane versus Chavo Guerrero, which I do got to say, Chavo, fucking incredible. I know you're not going to ever see this, but 9 suplexes on a row on 4 different superstars at the Royal Rumble. That was pretty impressive. Not as quite as, you know, he didn't pull it off quite as good as Eddie would, but 9 in a row, you still gotta, if I had a hat on, it would be off to him. And we see Kane catch Chavo after he attempts the frog splash. I mean, Chavo just never gets that frog splash for some reason anymore. And chokeslams him. Kane picks up the win in basically what was a squash match. Then we see another Elimination Chamber qualifying match. So far we have Kane, Ray, and Drew. And this is going to be our fourth match of the night. We see Big Show go against Wade Barrett. Show throws Barrett into the referee, and the core comes out to help their leader. Ezekiel Jackson hits the clothesline, and Barrett gets a near fall. Barrett hits a DDT on Show and gets a 3 count for the win. After the match, Show goes after them, but is slammed by Ezekiel Jackson. So, I mean, they're really trying to put over Big Zeke. I mean, if you guys don't remember, he was the last ECW heavyweight champion in the WWE's incarnation of ECW. He was out for an injury for a while. He was kind of teased on the Raw roster for a little bit in a comeback, and now we see him full-fledged on SmackDown as a member of the core, which I think is a very good choice for his character. He's got a silent type. He's kind of... I think he'll do what the job takes to get done, but I think in a way he's got an honor about him that a lot of the other former Nexus members didn't. So basically that, we move into what would be the main event of the night. We see Edge and Kelly versus Dolph Ziggler and Lay Cool in a 3-on-2 handicap match for the World Heavyweight Championship. This sounds like the strangest concept I've ever seen, but I'll read you the info I got, and you guys can kind of figure out what you think of it, and you'll be able to watch it firsthand tomorrow night. I am making this on Thursday here, and Impact will be on shortly, so I do want to get this wrapped up. But we see Kelly pin Layla, so Edge and Kelly were the winners. So Edge retains the World Heavyweight Championship, I guess. Vicky Guerrero is furious after the match and fires Kelly. She announces next week will defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Dolph Ziggler, and she'll be the special guest referee. So I guess, KFAB, Kelly is now fired. There's going to be a World Heavyweight Championship next week, which we'll see, Dolph go against Edge, which I doubt they'll let the title get dropped, but I think this is just further build towards Elimination Chamber. And Booker T is the new commentator on SmackDown. And we still honestly don't know what Kevin Nash's role is going to be yet within the WWE. So a lot of big things to happen, and the last thing to touch on of the night is I did do a previous video about this, but the WWE, well, not the WWE, but the venue that they'll be holding the show on 2/21/2011 has let the cat out of the bag. The Undertaker will be returning. This does not mean that it could not possibly be also the night that Sting debuts, just to clear up any speculation on that. It's just that we do know that is definitely the night the Undertaker is coming back. So is that promo linked to the Undertaker? There's a 50% chance it is. There's a 50% chance there isn't. JC showed me earlier a promo from Starrcade 97, I believe it was. And if you guys haven't seen it, YouTube it. It's a very similar promo to what they ran. So, it's got a little difference, but of course Vince is going to put his twist on it. So, I mean, there's a very good chance that we're going to see Sting. Who knows? Anything could happen in the WWE, and I think that's the beauty of, the sports entertainment world. But I think what we know for sure is Undertaker is returning on 2/21 at the Save Mart Center, so make sure you tune in to check out that broadcast. It should be incredible, and, unfortunately the information saying right now this Sting has not been signed yet, but who knows? This could really be a one-on-one deal that's been kept under wraps. So only time will tell, and we've got, a little over 2 weeks to go to find out. So, guys, thanks for checking this out. This has been SmackDown for this week, and I'll be talking to you soon.